I've noticed when I interview people for Entrepreneur Magazine or anything I do in terms of podcasting, that often the guest is nervous and reserved about whether they're going to be good or not as a guest. 2 points I want to make. First of all, the host is supposed to be doing their job and making you look good and helping you have a seamless transitioning conversation. So you can't be responsible for that. So throw that out the window right away. The only thing you actually have to be responsible for is knowing what it is you're talking about, right? And that comes, of course, with practice too. If this is the first episode you've ever done and you haven't necessarily figured out your groove yet, it's not going to be the best. But that's just it. Give yourself the space and the opportunity to say all the things you think might work. Engage the reaction. Use the feedback loop that has been tested and true in humanity. Gauge the reaction from somebody on whether or not what you're saying makes sense. Don't worry about it. In fact, make sure you can even take this strategy. Book a first couple of podcasts with people that, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, great. Right? That way you kind of get it out of your system. You give somebody else a chance who maybe could use a great podcast. You know what I mean? Chances are it may never be heard. Chances are one day it'll be heard and look back, but it'll still be fine and decent. So leverage that. Give back by giving somebody who could totally use an awesome guest like yourself on their show to work out some of your material the way a stand-up comedian does, right? You see how it works or not. It's very, very, very close to that. Obviously, you're not looking to make people laugh. Maybe entertainment can be part of your delivery, but at the end of the day, people are looking to be informed. They're looking to be enlightened. They're looking to look at life differently. And if you can do that, you've done your job as a guest. Now, that being said, like I said, the host takes care of things, but you can always fall back on this image. Imagine you are a person speaking in a room where the listener listening in on the podcast is a fly on the wall, hearing a conversation they weren't supposed to hear.